Today, we're talking about some of the new plugin packs from Motion VFX, such as mTutorial and mTuber 3. Let me show you how this works within Final Cut Pro. So here we are within the latest version of Final Cut Pro. Here's one of my clients, Resvani Motors, and here is the plugin pack from Motion VFX. Really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and mute my audio tracks here, and here you can see what we get within the plugin pack. You'll find this under the titles, and with the mTutorial plugin pack, you also get a few transitions, which we'll cover in just a moment. So as you can see here, you have a bunch of different animations here, such as the circle drawing effect, however you want to call it, a little mouse pop-up. We have some cool gradient backgrounds that are partially animated, as you can see right here as I scrub through it, and they animate in and animate out. So in this particular video with this company, it's really good to use some of these other effects, like the focus effect, or generator I should say, and you can see what it does to the video. This little box appears and it blurs everything outside of it. And as I scrub through this effect, you can see what the animation does. There's a little outline of a box, and everything that's inside the box is in focus, everything outside of it is blurred out. So for example, I'm gonna scrub through this clip, and right here we have Michael talking about the particular parts of the engine in this vehicle. So I'm gonna drag that cool focus box over here, and we can see what it actually does. You can see that it animates in there, and what we can do, we can actually just drag and move it over to a different part of the clip. We can expand the box, make it larger, and actually I'm gonna drag it over the engine, adjust the shape a little bit, and adjust the rotation. You can see how easy this is, and this is what Motion VFX is known for. They're just so simple and easy. There's no problems here. Another really good focus drag and drop effect that's included in this pack is this one here, where it actually dims the rest of the frame and focuses on a particular part of the frame. So for example, if we're talking about the center screen here of the car, we can just adjust the circle here. It will animate in and dim everything out. It also adds in a little bit of a push zoom effect, so that way we get more of that in the shot or in the frame. And that's what people will focus on. And that's why this category is called focus. Now let's say I want to add some text and actually go into an animated background. All we have to do is just drag and drop one of these animated backgrounds here. And then what we can also do is add a lesson plan, for example. These are all presets within this mTutorial pack. And all you have to do is just drag and drop it. And let's say Michael is finishing up his talk right here about the tires. And then we can go right into this animation here. You really don't have to do much. And if you want to make it look even better, you can actually place this animation a little bit before the end of the previous clip, so that way it animates over it. So for example, if I play it back now, you can see that it just animates over instead of just starting from a black screen. And then of course you can adjust the text here that's on top of this motion background simply by clicking on it, and then just like a regular text, you can adjust all the parameters. And probably my favorite part about this plugin pack is the placeholders. So for example, if I go to the placeholders category right here, drag and drop the comparison option or comparison title, and you'll notice immediately that you have drop zones. And with drop zones, you can add in your own images or even video. So with that highlighted, you can go to the drop zones. You can select different snapshots of clips, apply that clip. You can go to another clip and apply that. And it's just so simple to actually move these around. You can see how easy it is to just move it throughout the frame. And I love how it created a dark gray background. It just looks really clean. And I'm actually gonna change the snapshot to this right here. There we go, apply clip. And then just like before, you can add and adjust the text however way you want. And it just looks phenomenal. And you can look at how smooth the animation plays back. And right under the placeholders, we have animated icons such as the mouse effect, which is really cool, so you can just drag and drop this over any clip you want. You can also adjust how the mouse is animated. This is really useful for, let's say, Final Cut Pro tutorials that I'm showing you right now, or if you're just doing something else that requires some sort of mouse input or mouse animation. I mean, this is really cool, and as you can see here, you can adjust the track of the mouse by adjusting these points right here, and as I do the playback, you'll see that the mouse pops in and it follows that track. And of course, we have some transitions that we can just drag and drop. Look how seamless that is. I mean, these are complicated transitions, but they play back extremely smoothly. Now we're gonna look at mTuber 3. We're gonna get titles, generators, and we're gonna get some cool transitions as well. Now, if you're shooting any content, especially if you're running a business, it's always important to use a call to action. So Motion VFX included a few call to action animations. Here are some right here. Specifically ones with the YouTube logo, and they even have ones that you can use without the YouTube logo, and you can actually put in your own logo using drop zones. So for example, this one right here, you can just drag and drop it over the beginning, and as I play back the footage, you can see how smooth this animation plays out. And look, it's even in 3D. You can swap it with other animations. So for example, this one right here, just drag and drop it. Boom, that looks really, really nice. And of course, you can always change the parameters right here, change the colors, change the text, however way you want it. We also have some cool corner screen effects. So if I drag and drop it over the clip right here, you can add a drop zone, video or photo. Just make sure that if it's a video, that it's included into a compound clip, otherwise the video won't play. So here is a compound clip right over here. I'm just gonna select it, apply clip, and now we can see the animation with the video playback. How cool is that? Here at the bottom, we have some social media icons, again, also in 3D. You can check playback by just dragging and dropping. Very smooth, awesome quality. Now, my last couple things about mTuber 3 are the animated intros that you just drag and drop. Just put in your logo using a drop zone, and you can just swap them out with different intros. And by the way, you can add these at the end of your video too. I would say these are good for both intros and outros. You can see how nice and smooth these animations are. Just hit playback, and boom, it just looks so good and clean. And the last thing in mTuber are the multiple transitions that we get included with this pack. So just drag and drop it anywhere you want on the timeline, and you can see how cool these transitions are. Oh yeah, very modern and simple to use, and the playback is super smooth. Very seamless. So that is mTutorial and mTuber 3 from Motion VFX. If you're interested, check out the links down below. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.